What is going on, Panther Lair? We are back talking about the Pittsburgh Panthers road victory over the Syracuse Orange this past Saturday. Now, I want to talk about how absolutely outstanding Damian Dunn was in the 18 minutes he provided off of the bench. I think he brought a ton of energy to the team, and one of the things I do want to note is that in the second half, when he checked into the game, that Syracuse basically went an entire 5 minutes without registering a field goal until he checked back out. I think it was about like 4 minutes and 55 seconds to be exact. And I also think that Syracuse only registered 1 point from the free throw line over that stretch. And I think Dunn was a huge reason as to why that was the case. It allowed the Panthers go on a little run there and get themselves back into the game. So here we're looking at a possession in the beginning of, or kind of halfway through the first half. Now, the Panthers ran this like 1-2-2 press. Dunn was at the head of that, and he just like lived inside the jersey of whoever ended up receiving the ball here. So here, this is J.J. Starlings, the Orange best player, gets his hand on it, willing to hit the deck, and ultimately forces a 10-second violation. So the other thing I thought that Dunn did that was absolutely outstanding was just read the ball really well off three-point misses. He did have 5 rebounds in this game, 3 of which were offensive. In the clips that I'm going to show here, Pitt was able to register points in all 3 of these instances. So when you think about that turning into 6 points, the Panthers only won by 4. This was clearly relevant. And you'll see that Chris Bell tries to account from him most of the time to not allow him from the crash from the perimeter, but Dunn just refuses to be boxed out and just like navigates this well. So, Bell's focused on the rebound and Dunn's like, well, I am too, but I'm reading the ball and I'm going to just step around you, cut in here, grab the rebound, hits the deck, gets this to Ishmael Leggett, who gets 2 feet in the paint and gets fouled. I think Leggett only had 2 free throws in this game. These were them. He made both. So here we go. Austin, another 3 miss, just refuses to get boxed out. Now here he is going between 3 players for Syracuse, one of which is Eddie Lampkin, who had a career day on the boards here, and just gets this over and keeps this alive for Leggett to grab this, gets 2 feet in the paint again, hits one of his turnaround in the paint. And in this last one here, in a game in which like we're not quite in crunch time, but it's later in the second half, Pitt's trying to close this game, and Lowe misses a 3 here. And even though Chris Bell is like, hey, I'm not going to let you do this, the minute that he turns around to try to locate the ball, Dunn again just steps around Bell, puts himself in a position to get this rebound, and then goes up strong with the ball and registers 2 points. So I think that Dunn was really one of the big reasons why Pitt was able to emerge victorious on the road here. Just brought such great energy, activity on the boards, got the Panthers extra possessions, which I said, here we just looked at 3 sequences in which they registered points all 3 times. Pitt only wins by 4, so I think that those were relevant and just really set the tone defensively as well. So awesome game by Damian Dunn, big contributing factor as to why Pitt was able to win.